I didn't tell people I had DACA until September 5th, until it got taken away. And I just thought, oh my God, if I had been so much more open about it before it got taken away, maybe people would have voted differently. Maybe people would have said, well, no, we shouldn't take that program away because I know someone with it. But of course there's some fear, right? Because this administration has gone after a lot of undocumented immigrants. They've broken up families. They've deported people with DACA. But the other part of it is how empowered you feel when you come out and you tell people, I'm Bruna, I'm undocumented.
A misconception about DACA recipients is that having DACA provides a pathway to legalization, that it's an amnesty, but it really isn't. It only protected people for a temporary time. So we're just in immigration limbo.
People ask, like, why don't you just sign up, or why don't you apply for a visa, or
why don't you get in line? Like, what line are we talking about?
If there was somewhere where we can sign up, we would have been done it already. But there isn't. Our immigration system is completely broken. That's why the DREAM Act is so important, because DACA doesn't give us any type of status, but the DREAM Act will.
One thing that I hear all the time in the media, even from my friends, is like, wait, you're undocumented, but you're Korean.
I would say maybe that they're all Mexican or Latino.
There's no black people, or everybody comes from South America.
They'll kind of jump over the border.
I came on a plane. I was privileged enough to come on a plane.
I came here by plane.
I did do all of the walking and running, and I do remember not being able to walk for about 3 days because there was just so much running for 3 nights and 3 days.
You can come in with a tourist visa or work visa, and then you can fall out of status. And that's what makes you undocumented when you fall out of status.
Falling out of status happens in many different ways as well. People are not able to find sponsors, work sponsors, or their sponsors pass away, or a family member passes away. My family, we fell out of status because in the process of applying for a visa, someone took our money and ran. We couldn't find that person ever again who pretended to be a lawyer. By that time, I've been in the United States for a long time. I was fully rooted in the education system. My sisters were fully rooted in the education system. My parents had social networks here. They didn't have a life in Brazil anymore because they've transferred their life to America.
Trump ran on the campaign that, we're bringing rapists and people that commit crimes. Our parents are blamed for a lot of this stuff. They're like, your parents brought you over, your parents are the criminals.
My father really wanted us to get a great education. And he really wanted, their hard work to mean something. If we had stayed in Brazil, we would have never owned a home. My dad wouldn't have been able to open a business.
A lot of us work under minimum wage. And that's something that they don't understand. We work many hours. We don't get to spend with our families. I started cleaning when I was 14, helping my mother clean a homeless shelter. I was picking up garbage from other people. Other people just expect to have a job in that office. Not me. I go for any job.
We have no path to legalization. We want to become citizens. We want to be fully functional members of society. We want to go vote. We want to have a say in our government. However, we can't because there's no path to legalization.
Until we get a DREAM Act.